That was a good day. From start to finish, the midpoint was a little sketchy at times, losing a little bit of track position, just pit strategy-wise and the way things were working out. But, fortunately we were able to work our way back to the front, got a caution at kind of an odd time with about 75 to go and wasn't going to be able to make it on fuel, so it made for an odd last run. But it all worked out. We had a great GameStop Camry. We were able to get out back in the lead with a two-tire call, which made it a little tough there on that last run at the end with Ryan being on 4 tires. But a good day for us and a good win. It's good for the 20 car to get back to victory lane. We've had fast cars for the last few races now, and it's finally good to close one out.
After the truck race last night, I asked our winner how close to the strategy did he stick. And he says basically everything got thrown out the window pretty early. Was it similar to you, or were you able to stick to your strategy?
Well, we stuck to it some. I think with the Xfinity Series, you get 2 easy calls with the stages. You pit and you pit. And then the last segment always seems to get kind of tricky just the way it works out. With the length of the stage, you can never quite make it on fuel. So you have to make an interesting call there. So, I don't know if we ever have a set strategy in place, but we definitely had to go a little bit off cue with about 15 to go, and the call we were going to make there with fuel only. We weren't sure whether to take right sides or not. Unfortunately, the 22 game before us and kind of made that call for us. So it all worked out, but definitely a strategy that you kind of play on the fly.
Can you talk about the track a little bit and how it's maturing? Is it still way too new to know how to maneuver this thing, or is it starting to get the grooves, and how comfortable did you feel on it?
It is starting to kind of age some. It's definitely way better than it was in the spring. I thought in the spring it was really narrow and really challenging and really easy to get yourself in trouble. And there was a few times actually on restarts I was on the outside in 1 and 2 and felt like I could hold my own and even picked up a spot or 2. 3 and 4 was still challenging, but I think tomorrow it really bodes well for moving around some. I think 500 miles is really going to widen it out even more. So I'm happy with the way the track's coming around. I think Texas should really be proud of the job they've done with the repave. It's really a lot better than what we've seen in the past few years with some of the other tracks.
You said you got some boots, huh?
I did yesterday, yeah. A couple days ago, me and my buddy went boot shopping. We got down here earlier and kind of had the afternoon off, so I went and got me a pair of boots. I guess I should have been wearing them this morning. Maybe it would have boded well here in Victory Lane.
Third Xfinity win here, you sweep the season series. How do you translate this to the Cup race tomorrow?
Well, I think for me, just learning more about the racetrack. Fortunately, it's the same tires, so I could learn a little bit about what the tires do over the course of the run and seeing how those age. But as well as just seeing if the racetrack was going to widen up or not. With a repave, it's valuable to get more track time, and I've had plenty of it this weekend. So not only that, but that's it's just good momentum in general for myself, rolling in with some confidence tomorrow morning and starting the race out and feeling like I have a good idea what the car is going to do over the course of the run. So we'll see how it all plays out, but I definitely think there's some valuable things I learned tonight.
At the same time, this being a night race, a shorter race, tomorrow's a longer race in the day. Is it even the same type of racing?
Well, it is and it isn't. The day to night race is a big change. I definitely thought the track had more grip here tonight than it did in the day practices and the day race here in the spring, but I still think the tire fall off is going to be similar in the way the tires handle are going to be similar. So the longer race definitely makes it a big difference. Obviously, we're going pretty hard, for the majority of 200 laps here in the Xfinity race, where in the Cup race, 500 miles is a long time, so there's some time to ride, and there's going to be a lot more coming and going than there is today.